Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Sean,
I'm Chris.
and today we are brought here to check out.
Lana Del Rey, National Anthem.
Yep, we about to get patriotic with it, I guess. No, it's gonna be the EDM club banger from Lana.
Probably,
we
yeah,
didn't see coming.
the EDM, yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be an EDM club banger of the national anthem.
I don't think it's gonna be.
I think we can put money on the fact that it's not gonna be any of those things.
Yeah.
But I am curious. Like, I do like it when bands and artists have a national anthem song, and because it's usually well thought out.
Right.
Right. I mean, I can only think of a couple of them off the top of my head, but they're usually not like have anything to do with the country or anything. Yeah, but it's more of like a stance or a statement or something to that effect. But either way, everything from her has invoked something.
Yeah.
You know, like whether you think about an ex-girlfriend or something that you lost, or make you think about just life in general. You know, it's kind of cool. It's not just, oh, cute little song, done with it. It's heavy. It has some depth to it. So that's why we're here.
Yeah, and that's why we like it. You know what I mean?
And I'm glad to take it in small doses like that, because like we've had a lot of requests for album reactions and things like that. Which I think would be cool to do, but it doesn't really fit the time that we get to hang out and do it. And plus, it is heavy, you know. So if you sit there and try to take it all in at one time, while I think it would be interesting, is a lot to do. Yeah. It's rough on copyright strikes and everything like that as well. I mean, because a lot of people don't realize, like, we make a Lana Del Rey video and then post it and then have to dispute every single copyright strike just to be able to post it. So that's why there's such a delay in between videos, because like that process takes up to a week sometimes.
Has to get reviewed.
Yeah, so I don't want to like press our luck with it, because I'm appreciative just to be able to check out what we've been allowed to check out. And when we get through an album's worth of videos, I fully intend on listening to that album. You know, there isn't a doubt in my mind about that, and we'll talk about it the next video that we do. You know, our thoughts on the previous album. I think that could be a good middle ground that we could do, because
kick off.
You know, like, it does bring up conversation and it does like invoke something. So if there is thoughts from listening to the album, I'd like to share them. But that might be the route that we go, and it would be a good middle ground. And I mean, hell, at this rate, just to get through all of our music videos at 1 or 2 a week, we were going to be here till like 2025.
Right, I know.
So, but enough ranting aside, I am super excited to get into it. So can you think of anything else before we get going? If you are new here, hit subscribe. We notice and appreciate it. Think it's pretty cool if you do. Leave a comment. We read them and like to reply. That's the driving force of it all.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
That's eerie as fuck.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Thanks, Mr. President.
It's like a Marilyn Monroe throwback, right? To her and Kennedy.
Yeah.
But the way she's doing it is eerie.
Mr. President, for all the things you've done, the battles that you've won, the way you deal with U.S. Steel and our problems by the ton. We thank you so much, everybody.
That's a crazy start.
Yeah.
Because we've been to that spot in Dallas. Remember, we
Yeah.
even stood on the X in the road.
Money is the anthem of success. So before we go out, what's your address? I'm your national anthem. God, you're so handsome. Take me to the Hamptons, Bugatti Veyron. He loves to romance them, reckless abandon, holding me for ransom, upper echelon. He says to be cool, but I don't know how yet. Wind in my hair, hand on the back of my neck.
I like it. It's not.
Yeah, I like the
singing,
cadence
it's-
in it,
yeah,
yeah.
it's everything is different with
But
it.
I don't know how yet. Wind in my hair, hand on the back of my neck. I said, can we party later on? He said, yes, yes, yes. Tell me I'm your national. Who you been about on, making me so wild now. Tell me I'm your national. Sugar, sugar, how now? Take your body downtown. Blues in the sky, summer's in the air, baby, heaven's in your eyes. I'm your national. Money is the reason we exist. Everybody knows it, it's a fact. Kiss, kiss. I sing the national anthem while I'm standing over your body, hold you like a python, and you can't keep your hands off me or your
Still
pants on.
retains
See what you
that like creepiness in it too, like going
Yeah.
to that like when she's sitting in that field there.
I sing the national anthem while I'm standing over your body, hold you like a python, and you can't keep your hands off me or your pants on. See what you done to me, King of Chevron. He said to be cool, but I'm already coolest. I said to get real, don't you know who you're dealing with? Do you think you'll buy me lots of diamonds? Tell me I'm your national. Who you been about on, making me so wild now. Tell me I'm your national. Sugar, sugar, how now? Take your body downtown. Blues in the sky, summer's in the air, baby, heaven's in your eyes. I'm your national anthem. It's a love story for the new age, for the 6th page. Want a quick stick rampage, whining and dining, drinking and driving, excess the buying, overdose and dying, and the drugs and our love and our dreams and our rage, blurring the lines.
Dude, I think this might be my favorite one so far. Because I know that I'm missing a lot of this, and I have a feeling that there's a lot being said that I'm not picking up on, and it's gonna get better with every listen. I think it's gonna be
Just grow on you, kind of.
right, but it's not just it's a sad love song. This is almost like a like, why aren't we shitty about some things?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Story for the new age, for the 6th page. Want a quick stick rampage, whining and dining, drinking and driving, excess the buying, overdose and dying, and the drugs and our love and our dreams and our rage, blurring the lines between real and the fake. Dark and lonely, I need somebody to hold me. He will do very well. I can tell. Keep me safe in his bell tower hotel. Money is the anthem of success, so put on mascara and your party dress. I'm your national anthem, boy, put your hands up, give me a standing ovation. Boy, you have landed, babe, in the land of sweetness and danger, queen of Saigon. Tell me I'm your national. Who you been about on, making me so wild now. Tell me I'm your national. Sugar, sugar, how now? Take your body downtown. Blues in the sky, summer's in the air, baby, heaven's in your eyes. I'm your national anthem. Money is the anthem. was the only one for me. We both knew it right away. And as the years went on and things got more difficult, we were faced with more challenges. I begged him to stay. Try to remember what we had at the beginning. He was charismatic, magnetic, electric, and everybody knew it. When he walked in, everyone's head turned. Everyone stood up to talk to him. He was like this hybrid, this mix of a man who couldn't contain himself. I always got the sense that he became torn between being a good person and missing out on all of the opportunities that life could offer a man as magnificent as him. And in that way, I understood him. And I loved him. I loved him. I loved him. I loved him. And I still love him. I love him.
Everything is so heavy.
So deep.
You know, like I think I've taken like all the songs like from her as like if you're having a conversation with her, you know, and it's like at different points of conversations, you know, not necessarily like a conversation with like a significant other, but just a person on person conversation. And so far we've been through the open your eyes to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Then to the close your eyes and let life live.
Yeah.
And then the realization, but like at this point is like, you ever get to the point of talking to somebody and you're just done with every point of view that they've ever expressed, you know? It's like, whatever, dude, you just keep fucking thinking,
Doing your thing.
live in your own fucking world,
Yeah.
and have fun being wrong and dumb all the time, you know? That's the vibe I get from this song. I don't know if that's at all what it means. I mean, obviously there's a whole bunch of JFK references and the Marilyn Monroe at the beginning, and then Jackie all the way through.
Well, you
But
gotta
I think that's
imagine
more
that
for
kind
the
of
video,
loss, too,
not
like-
for the song.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
You know what I mean?
I don't think most people can imagine their significant other getting
Just
sniped.
done.
You know, yeah,
Just done. Like,
yeah.
that's crazy to even think about. So,
But that's the feeling I get from her all the time. It's like a realization of things. You know, like you're always having that moment of, it makes sense now, and I no longer care about what you think to be true.
Yeah.
Or boom, like now I realize that you're no good for me, but I'm gonna go make another mistake. You know,
Yeah.
Thus, circle of life. But what I do like, I even mentioned in a comment, like sometimes like I feel bad that we're not gonna sit here and just say anything, you know, for like long periods of time. But I also don't want to just make myself say something or just talk to talk.
or
you know?
pull yourself out of an emotion to force
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it's like, oh, immersion, pause, you know, let's break the, I agree with that too. Sometimes you just gotta let it play out, let it sink in, and then we can talk about whatever we watched after the fact. So, but I think I've done a lot of ranting both before and after this video, so thanks for sticking to the end. Anything to add before we get out of here?
No, man. Glad we're on this journey.
Yep,
Yeah.
me too, for sure. Well, thanks for watching with us. See you next time.